we interrupt your Disneyland weekend race recap to bring you something very special. We're here at Lake Eola in Florida because we are here for Olympic trials. Check out these birds.
Out here and partnering with Track Shack this week, and so we will be highlighting our new PR capsule inside afterwards. This is our new race capsule. Everything that is super lightweight, ready for race day. It's what our athletes will be wearing on Saturday, and all made with sustainable materials, including recycled coffee. So if you want to check it out after.
We do it for the things. That's what we do. All right, so we had a fun little run this morning. I did 2 miles, Emily and Lake did 3 for Track Shack Rabbit features put on that one. And now we're out here doing the Hoka Lake Eola segment challenge, which Emily and I are just jogging to get the free stuff. Lake was trying to actually see how fast he could do it. It's a little under a mile. We'll see how he did once we catch up. Okay. Lake, how did you do?
Okay, until the lovely golf cart here pulled out in front of me.
All right. What, do you have your time on there?
Working on it.
Oh, okay. Emily and I stopped for
4:48.
All right. Emily and I stopped for wildlife several times.
Good to see birds like that.
Oh my God.
So it's going to be built for that pinnacle performance.
How would you compare this to the...
Okay, so while Emily and Lake are demoing Hokas, because I wear a kid size shoe and they don't have my size, I'm just walking. Oh, they're already coming back. But yeah, we got several things like this that we'll be doing over the next couple of days leading up to Saturday, Olympic Trials Day. Today is actually Thursday. Later today, we're actually going to be going to a Brooks athlete panel, which is super exciting. And then we have another run this evening, actually with Hoka, sponsored by them from Track Shack, where we were this morning. So there's gonna be all kinds of running and miles happening. Oh, there they go. Testing it out. This is a beautiful lake.
And the Hyperion, it does come in a stability and neutral version. All the fun stuff. I'm gonna leave this box here for you, okay? If you have any other questions.
She's a New York Times bestseller. The accolades can go on and on and on, but I wanted to bring Kara Goucher up to the stage. Welcome, Kara.
And my co-host of our podcast, Nobody Asked Us, welcome Des Linden. And he's just really burst onto the scene, and we're all super excited to see what he does on Saturday. Welcome Zach Panning. We got into 2021 in the fall at the Boston Marathon. We were the top American. What was that like for you, and what was it that made that change where you just really came to the forefront to become one of the best marathoners in America?
Consistency, really. The first trials in 2020 being my first marathon, it was cool to go into it naive, but I learned a lot. And then I got to learn more in Marathon Project. It was a really weird race, being so few fans there, but it was a great time and great way to run.
And for a long time, and as things get tough, as I've gotten better at running, that's kind of what I lean on is teammates and people that go through those struggles with me. And so really grateful for teammates that I get to do this with as well.
So tell us a little bit about that first trials in 2008 and who you were as an athlete then, and then how you've just progressed throughout the years to be where you are now at your 5th Olympic trials.
Yeah, it's a lot to look back on. It's really exciting and it's fun to see how far I've come along. But in 2008, that was my first Olympic trials and my second marathon. And I just really took to the distance. I loved it. I loved the training. And I think I ran 2:44 in my debut and just barely eked in on the time qualifier. And going into that trials, I was like, I'm gonna make the team, like 100%. Like the training went so well, everything really looked good on paper. And at mile 22, I was 8 seconds out of 3rd place. And I was like, I'm gonna make this team, like this is happening. And then I realized I knew nothing about the marathon. I hit the wall, ran some really incredibly painfully slow miles, and had that kind of, epiphany where it's like, I know nothing about this event, and you can sulk about this and quit and go off into the real world and get a new job, or you can make this a moment that you talk about later and go, this was the moment I decided I wanted to learn the event, I wanted to figure it out and master it, and I was going to come back in 4 years and get on the team. And so everything after that race pivoted and was like, master the marathon. And I think I've managed to do that over the years, and we've seen that in results in Boston and in the trials, and so it's really exciting to come back several times later now and again use all the information and knowledge I've picked up along the way, but with no expectations this time other than to just go and have a really fun time.
Miles to be ready for the next 6, and run enough miles to be ready for the next 13. Kind of keep going from there. And everyone's in the same boat as you. Everyone has these moments in the race where it gets hard. But yeah, you just kind of find sort of your stone and sort of lean on that.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I think in those hard moments, there's so much you can say to yourself. But I think about when I was in school and I'd prepared for a test. If I'd actually prepared and studied for a test, I was always confident going in. And even if I get hung up for a second on a question, I knew I'd be able to get through it because I was prepared. I'd move on to the next question and come back to that one. But I think that applies in a marathon and in any race. If you studied, if you've prepared, and I always feel prepared going into a marathon, I think in those moments you lean on that and know that you can get through it.
That mine is pretty practical, and I say calm, 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 relax, relax, relax. And I repeat it in a calm and relaxing pattern, and then I go through head to toe. I check my jaw. Is it clenched down and tight? Then it needs to relax. Are my shoulders in my ears? Then I'm not running fluidly and calm and relaxed. So I drop those. And you kind of go head to toe. Your hands, like how is your stride? Is it choppy? And when we're forcing things, we're rarely running fast. But when we can be calm and relaxed, that's when we can be fluid and really move fast. So I think a lot of times when we're hurting, we're looking down the road and thinking about how much is left. Can I make it that far? Can I get to the finish? Should I slow down? And if you just kind of stay centered and calm and relaxed, you can focus on the moment you're in, you can usually like bump yourself out of a rough spot.
It's super special. So please, I'm actually all the people right now can raise your hands free. So
Emily and I out here. Yay! Hoka run! We're doing it for the pizza. Alright, I'm walking the rest of the way back to Track Shack. Just did 3 miles, pace 9:23, way faster than I normally go. So I'm stopping at 3, walking the rest of the way. Today's been a fun day. We got pizza and a Hoka party waiting for us back at Track Shack. So I'll show a little bit of that fun festivities, and we will see you tomorrow, Friday, for an adventure run in the morning. For adventure run early, and they give us these little passport books. It says we have an hour to run as many or as few around Orlando. So I guess we could need to sit down with our phones and figure out where all these places are. Or follow everybody.
Yeah, like
A lot of places. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes.
Founders of Pocket, and we're just so pumped to be out here to see you guys next tour of Orlando. So by show of hands, how many people are visiting from out of town?
Great all coming out. It's our first time in Orlando. Super excited to be out here. So I'm Mark, I'm with Skelly. We haven't guessed yet. Special shout out to Pocket for bringing this together, because we couldn't have done this alone, obviously.
Well, we didn't hit all the spots we wanted to. We skipped one that we planned, and I don't think we're gonna make it 2 miles in 13 minutes, so but that's okay. Hopefully there'll still be coffee. That's what I need. A little bit of coffee and a lot of water. What do you think, Emily?
I would like a donut.
All right. And coffee. Did you like the adventure run? Did you like it?
Oh yeah.
There's tough. Whew.
It's warm out here.
Yeah, the humidity.
Sweating.
It's been pretty much a whole day since I've been on any sort of camera. After the adventure run, we went back and refreshed a little bit, and then we actually drove over to UCF, where I used to go to school, and had a little picnic out there. And I just showed Emily. She's still here. I showed Emily where I used to go to school, and actually my program director was there. So, and she was either a really good actress or actually remembered me, which is cool. But anyway, So now we are wandering the streets of, I guess this is downtown Orlando, and trying to figure out what's going on for tonight and where we need to go for tomorrow and all that. So that's what we're doing. Evening Hoka run. We're actually about done. I think we did turn too soon because we're not getting 3.5 because the finish is over there.
But you have to go down and then or all the way around.
Oh, well maybe we'll get close to 3.5 then.
Yeah, you have to go past the fly zone.
The thing. Oh yeah, because they said they run by the fly zone. Okay, we might get 3.5 then.
Lots of special things. And now it kind of feels like we're on the Today Show. Like we have a crowd behind us. Live with us on YouTube. I mean, let's just go back real quick before we dive into tonight's program. We've been called out a lot by athletes themselves for a prediction show last night. Yeah. So a lot is on the line.
Making friends. All right. Yeah, we're making friends. We went back to the car for a quick lower half change because we didn't really want to wear running shorts to the NAZ pep rally little gathering event. And we're walking where we should have been running earlier because we were supposed to run by this. But here is the fly zone for tomorrow again. So that'll be a great little place to watch that for sure. Marathon morning, but not for us. So we are gonna walk down and get some coffee real fast. But so really fun that you know, they haven't closed off the street to pedestrians quite yet. So there's a whole bunch of people getting their miles in this morning on the marathon course, which Emily kind of wishes she could do.
Yeah, I do.
I'm good.
Very cool.
I'll take the morning off.
This is the men's water stops, and then we have the females.
Oh, I was wondering where the women's ones were. Okay, so they got men first, women, personal fluids. And there's been people with chalk putting inspirational things on the street, which is very cool. Personal fluids.
That sounds really good.
We probably could have worded that a little differently.
I want to follow.
The countdown is officially on. In just under 6 months, the Olympics of Lake Eola in downtown Orlando. Hi folks, Lee Diffie along with dual Olympian Karen Goucher with us. And for the two of us who live in colder states, this is nice to be in short sleeves.
Feels very nice.
It's good. So we've got a whole lot coming your way today. This is a really important day in the road to Paris and the big picture scheme of things. You've run so many marathons. Marathons at its core, they're difficult. But today it gets ratcheted up to a whole new level. Why?
The Olympic trials are just so intense.
So they won't even be grabbing water this first pass.
Probably not. I feel like the pressure of the people.
All right,
Bottles too.
the men just started. We're about a little over a mile the first time we'll see them, so it's gonna be a second. Men just started, women will start in a second.
We're in the lobby.
Have fun, guys. Yes. Like, yeah. All right. The men are getting ready to come by us for the last time. It's a little over 18 miles. So maybe we'll see. Will the race have started by that point? Oh, like they'll start to push. I'm not the one to ask. I'll ask Lake. Now it'll be a little over 18 miles when the guys come by us here for the last time. Will they have actually started racing at that point or not quite yet?
And he said, I don't care what anyone's done in the past.
Probably not until 20.
Okay. So it might still be kind of a pack. He understood the question better than I did. The wall is hit. The wall is hit. All right. Over here, one of the guy runners pulled himself. They were a little after 18, so he pulled himself. So normalize the DNF. It's okay to not finish a race if it's not your day. It is nothing to ever be ashamed of. I'm sure he put in so much work, but he knew it wasn't his day, so he pulled himself rather than hurt himself.
There's a gap, a noticeable gap. We had a huge pack for the longest time in this women's marathon, and now it has been broken up. And this is the fight for third. Anna Hall trying to hang tough. Betsy Slater is there.
Emma Durgan is there in fifth place. This is only her second year.
Chasing down Chronometz and Clayton Young.
What will happen here, Lee? They're both very, very competitive. They truly love each other as family, but they both want to win this race. Clayton Young has been in the front. He really spent most of the race testing. We saw him do some leading through.
Those must be the two that already happened.
It was the Chicago Marathon that put them in this place. And they are running their way to Paris. Look at Fiona O'Keefe. She's by herself. to get to the end, but she's going to create a special piece of history here on the view, setting the US Olympic Marathon Trials record and going to Paris, all on the same day. Emily sitting in the background, but to the cheers of the crowd, here on Rotterdam, in downtown Orlando, Fiona O'Keefe. An incredible performance in her first marathon is going to go all the way, not only to the finish line, but Fiona O'Keefe. Woo! US Olympic. She's an Olympian on the track. She's now a US Olympian. She's heading there to participate in Paris later this summer. Well done, Emily, sister.
So clearly I'm back home. I'm doing this on my phone just so I can get it done real quick because I did not film any sort of outro for the Olympic Trials video. But it was an amazing experience. If you ever have the opportunity to attend something like that, the events leading up are fun, and the day of is really amazing to watch these people that I've read their books and have watched them on TV, see them in person doing what they do best is awesome. You don't want to be in the video, Sadie? Okay. So I believe I have one more Disneyland video coming up. Oh, and I was going to mention, obviously my run streak broke the day I came back from California. I wasn't able to run that day, so I started over, but I've been holding on strong just over 3 weeks now. So that's been good. And didn't get this on video or a picture or anything, but Saturday afternoon when we were in Florida, we went for a little jog. Totally ran by Meb. Like, Meb. The Meb that I read his book during the first marathon training cycle. So, didn't realize it till later when I saw on his Instagram, he posted his Strava, and I was like, that's totally the group we ran by. So that was annoying and neat at the same time. I was like, man, I should have got a picture. But anyway, so we got one more Disneyland video, and then we're going to be getting into the season of Lent, and of course I have a book to read and share with you guys as I continue on my running streak, and just trying to keep up a little bit of fitness leading up into this summer when hopefully I get into Dopey and start training for that. So I hope everyone's well, and it'll be fun to get back into making real-time weekly videos. Always remember that you are God's masterpiece, and I hope you enjoy the next Disneyland video.